Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Herget Gymnasium, part of the H. Fred Herget Athletic Complex here at Braintree High School. You're watching girls basketball on BCAM TV. I'm Al Barisi, with me Mike Wassel, and Braintree comes into today's game with a 9-0 perfect record. If you go back to last season, it's a 31-game consecutive win streak for the Lady Womps. Wellesley comes in today at 7-3 with a 5-3 record in the Bay State League. A very, very competitive team coming out of a very strong Herget division. And Mike, I think Braintree's going to have a little bit of a challenge, but nothing they can't overcome. They've been able to deal with whatever pressure, whatever teams they've been able to face. Different strategies have been tried, but nothing seems to work against this team.
No, it definitely seems like a team in Needham. In their last 2 games ago that they had a little bit of trouble. We talked about it prior to today's broadcast, but a team like Wellesley, they have 5 similar opponents, and they've won 4 of those 5 games that Braintree's played in. So right now it's going to be a good game between Braintree and Wellesley. I expect Braintree to come out strong, but you have to expect Wellesley in a game of this magnitude to try and come out and pressure Braintree, try and get them off the game plan. And right now I just don't see Braintree falling apart, and I expect Braintree to roll here tonight.
While Wellesley comes in with a 7-3 overall record, they have lost 2 of their last 3. Their one win in that 3-game stretch was a very narrow victory over Milton, 7-point victory over Milton. Braintree had an easy time with Milton early in the season, but again, this is something that Braintree very, very confident without being arrogant. I think they know what they have to do. A very disciplined, a very poised, a very mature team, and Braintree is going to continue their march to the DCU Center tonight against the Lady Raiders of Wellesley. Going to defer right now to the athletic director, Mike Denise, for his announcements, and we will give you the starting lineups as he does for both the Lady Raiders of Wellesley and the Lady Womps of Braintree. Stay right where you are. And now the starting lineups for the Lady Raiders of Wellesley. Number 15, a junior, Caroline Sullivan. Number 21, a junior, Emma Ivy. Number 22, a junior, Katie Williamson. Number 23, a sophomore, Dorian Cohen. And senior co-captain, number 24, Lexi Jones. The Lady Raiders are coached by head coach Glenn Magplong, assisted by Alex Perella and Carrie Morton. And now for the defending state champion, Lady Womps. Number 10, senior co-captain, Ashley Russell. Number 11, senior co-captain, Bridget Herlihy. Number 13, junior, Brianna Herlihy. Number 23, sophomore, Keela Dixon. And number 35, senior co-captain, Molly Reagan. Lady Womps are coached by head coach Kristen McDonald, assisted by James McDonald, Kelly McDonald, and Rob McKinney. And now we're going to stop one moment for the playing of our national anthem. Doing the opening tip-off honors for today's game, Michael Walsh. His partner on the floor will be Christine Sampson. So the officials for tonight's game, Michael Walsh and Christine Sampson. As is her customary position, opening tip-off for the Lady Womps will be handled by Bridget Hurley. She'll be facing Dorian Cohen for the Lady Raiders. And we're underway. Opening tip controlled by the Lady Womps. Reagan passed down low. Beautiful play by Bridget Hurley. He bounced the ball off of Dorian Cohen. Braintree will retain possession. 18 seconds left on the shot clock for the Lady Womps.
Expect something going right to the basket here off the inbounds.
Brianna Hurley, Lady Raiders collapse with Brianna. Easy 2 floater from about 4 feet. Braintree up 2-0 and immediately go into their full court trap. Lady Raiders, nice job breaking the trap. Braintree in their tight man-to-man defense. See how long that success for Wellesley lasts. Driving to the hoop, Dorian Cohen off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound but can't put it back. Keela Dixon immediately tied up by Lexi Jones. Position arrow obviously in favor of the Lady Raiders. They take over. Inbound the ball. 20 seconds now left on the shot clock. Wellesley forced to stay out on the perimeter. 7 left on the shot clock. Brianna Hurley with a steal. They're going to call Brianna with a foul outside away from the ball. That is Brianna's first team foul for the Lady Womps.
Tough foul to go against Braintree there, resetting the shot clock. Braintree's done a great job defensively in 2 possessions so far for Wellesley.
Pass down low, kicked out to Caroline Sullivan. Sullivan from the left baseline, no good. Ashley Russell with the rebound. Very quickly, lead pass, Molly Reagan off the glass for 2, and the transition points, something Braintree is very, very used to. Quick outlet pass. Second time in a row, Wellesley's been able to break the trap. Floater by Lexi Jones, no good, but the rebound, Katie Williamson. Williamson with a shot up, no good. Cohen with the rebound. And she gets fouled. That is going to be on Keela Dixon. Keela's second team foul for Braintree. And Dorian Cohen is going to be at the line shooting 2.
Uncharacteristic. The Womps giving up 3 offensive rebounds already here in the first 1:55.
Cohen makes the first. Wellesley on the board. Makes them both. Dorian Cohen 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And they show a little bit of a trap against Braintree, but Braintree breaks that very easily. Keela Dixon, good body movement. Can't finish, but gets fouled. She will be at the line shooting 2. Good penetration by Keela Dixon. Personal foul was called on Dorian Cohen. That is her first team foul. Dixon at the line for 2. Makes the first. Keela Dixon perfect from the charity stripe. And immediately Braintree goes into their full court trap, leading 6-2 with 5:56 remaining in the first quarter. Ahead to Williamson, but she's got no help. Lexi Jones off the glass for 3. First field goal for the Lady Raiders. Pulls Wellesley within 1. Bridget Hurley for 3, no good. Rebound, Ashley Russell. Scoops it underneath, gets her own rebound. Molly Reagan from 10 feet, no good. Rebound, Caroline Sullivan.
3 different opportunities for the Womps in that possession.
Pass down low to Cohen. Cohen gives to Jones. Jones off the glass, can't do it. Molly Reagan with the rebound. Good position by Molly down low. Bridget Herlihy immediately challenged by Dorian Cohen. I'm going to say the ball went out of bounds off of Brianna Herlihy, so Wellesley will take over. Wellesley not intimidated at all by the Lady Womps.
No, so far so good for Wellesley. They're coming out with a pretty good game plan, frustrating Braintree, and even though the press has given Braintree, Wellesley some problems, they've done a nice job.
Early in the first quarter, Braintree only has a 4-3 lead in rebounds, something that very few teams have been able to do is hang with Braintree on the glass, but Wellesley doing a nice job. Lexi Jones nearly had her pocket picked. Shot by Sullivan, no good. Long rebound out, lead pass to Bridget Herlihy. Herlihy fouled.
Good strong drive there by Herlihy, forcing it into the body of Sullivan and getting to the line for two.
Caroline Sullivan's first personal foul. That is the second team foul on the Lady Raiders. Bridget Herlihy at the line for two. Makes the first. Long rebound out to Molly Reagan. Braintree with a fresh 30 seconds, and Ashley Russell controls top of the key. Cutting through is Brianna Herlihy, left-hander off the glass, no good. Russell with the rebound.
3 offensive rebounds already for Russell.
Ashley Russell for 3, a little short on that shot. Going to say out of bounds off of Braintree. A little questioning look from the Lady Womps on the floor, but the Lady Raiders will take over with 4:01 remaining in the first quarter here at Herget Gymnasium. Lady Womps up by 2, 7-5. Dixon goes for the steal, nearly completes it. Raiders get the ball back. Lexi Jones from three-point land, no good. Keela Dixon with the rebound, quickly comes back the other way. Braintree slows it down. Bridget Herlihy for 3. Sullivan looking for some help, finds it in Dorian Cohen. Cohen, nice backward move, ball swatted out of bounds by Brianna Herlihy. And the first substitutes checking the ball game, Erin Greeley, Maura Russell, in for Keela Dixon and Molly Reagan.
That was good defense by Braintree, both Reagan and Herlihy there, and what a nice swat.
10-footer by Dorian Cohen is good. She's got 4 points on the night. Wellesley within 3, 10-7, 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Erin Greeley for 3, and she nails it, comes in the game, and immediately makes her presence felt. Erin Greeley, Maura Russell obviously could start on any other team in the Bay State Conference, and to have the luxury of them coming off the bench is amazing. Pass down low to Cohen. Cohen through traffic, misses. Long lead pass to Erin Greeley. Rebound Sullivan. Jones nearly loses control of the ball, and now she sets for 3. She's on the line. No good. Sullivan with a rebound. Good putback by Caroline Sullivan for her first 2 points of the evening.
Braintree caught running around a little bit there on that possession.
Pass down low to Erin Greeley. Kicks it out to Maura Russell. 2 foot beyond the arc. No good. Sullivan again with the rebound. That's her third defensive board. Ball blocked by Bridget Herlihy. Greeley comes out with the steal. Good hard drive by Bridget Hurley. He draws the personal foul. It's going to be on Caroline Sullivan. That's her second personal, third team foul. Bridget at the line again, shooting 2. 1 for 2 on her first trip. See if she can add to it here with 1:25 remaining in the quarter. Bridget makes the first. Substitutions now for Wellesley. Leonora Sperling checks in the game, as does senior co-captain Catherine McNamara. And Hurley 2 for 2 from the charity stripe this time. Molly Reagan checks in, gives Bridget a breather. Keela Dixon, Mara Russell, Erin Greeley, Molly Reagan, Brianna Hurley on the floor for the Lady Womps. Emily Cronin also in the ball game for the Lady Raiders. Emma Ivy, her shot is no good. Erin Greeley with a tough rebound. Minute to go, first quarter. Braintree up by 6. Greeley drives through the lane, and she's going to get called for a travel. One too many steps for the senior. Pass down low. They're going to call Erin Greeley on the foul. She had Emily Cronin covered very, very well, but going to get called for her first personal. That is the third team foul for the Lady Womps.
Wellesley not backing down here against Braintree here in the first quarter.
Cronin makes the first. Bridget Hurley, Ashley Russell check back in, replaces Greeley and Mara Russell. And now Dorian Cohen gets a break. She's spotted by Maddie Guifrey. Emily Cronin, 2 for 2. 15-11, Braintree by 4 with just over 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Bridget Hurley for 3, a little short. Ashley Russell, nice save to Molly Reagan. Reagan with a 5-footer is good.
That's huge. That's a huge play. That's all credit to Ashley Russell there on the hustle.
4 points on the night for Molly Reagan. 5 rebounds for Ashley Russell. McNamara turnaround jumper, no good. Ball out of bounds off of Wellesley. Braintree will have 1.7 seconds to complete the first quarter. See what Krista McDonald has in her bag of tricks. And that's just a full court heave by Bridget Hurley, a little short. And as the first quarter comes to a close, Braintree up by 6. Probably the smallest lead they've experienced at the end of one quarter. So this is by far not going to be a cakewalk for the Lady Womps. You're watching Lady Womp basketball on BCAM TV. Stay right where you are. We'll have second quarter action in just a moment. Welcome back to Braintree High School. Hargett Gymnasium, where the Lady Womps hold a 6-point lead over the Lady Raiders of Wellesley, 17-11. Wellesley holding their own on the offensive and defensive glass, giving Braintree their best competition thus far this season. Hurley to Dixon. Good perimeter movement. Nice pass down low, low post. Brianna Hurley kicks it back out to Ashley Russell, gets her defender up in the air. Left-handed hook, no good, but Brianna gets her own rebound. Ball gets knocked out of bounds off of Brianna. Never really had control, and so Wellesley will take over.
Good possession by Braintree. Got the look they wanted. The inside shot, the left-handed hook just wouldn't fall.
Interesting that Kristen McDonald pulling off her full court trap proved pretty effective. At least Wellesley was expending a lot of energy. Bridget Hurley, jump ball, nearly ripped the head off Lenora Sperling. Lexi Jones, Dorian Cohen check back in the ball game. Spelling Emma Ivy, Maddie Guifrey. And Ashley Russell comes up with a steal. Unfortunately, gives it right back to Lady Raiders.
Could have been a foul there. It looked like she got shoved from behind.
Braintree, great defense, now allowing the Cutters to get a free lane. Bridget Hurley, he's going to get called for the reach-in foul. That is Bridget's first personal, fourth team foul for the Lady Womps. That's going to put Lexi Jones on the line for 2. Senior co-captain makes the first as Mara Russell checks in, replacing Bridget Hurley. Gets the roll, 5 points on the night for Lexi Jones. Ashley Russell with a clear lane to the basket, can't finish with a left-handed layup. Rebound Catherine McNamara, and Wellesley brings it back quickly.
Nice steal.
Brianna Hurley with the steal. Ashley Russell pulls up for an 8-footer. No good. Partially blocked. Ball out of bounds off of Braintree.
Braintree's missed a few shots here in the second quarter that they usually make, and it's keeping Wellesley in the game right now. They've done a good job against Braintree, and like you said, now taking the press off. Braintree in for a game here.
Cohen dishes to Jones. Jones looking for a cutter, can't find anybody. 15 on the shot clock. Long 3 by Kate Williamson, no good. Molly Reagan with a quick rebound. Keela Dixon kicks it out to Ashley Russell, gets her defender in the air and gets a free lane to the hoop. This time she finishes. Great move by Ashley Russell. Hard to believe that's her first 2 points of the evening. 6-point lead, 19-13 with 5:50. And there's a travel called on Emily Cronin. Braintree will take over. Emma Ivy checks back in, replaces Cronin. Wellesley now in a 2-3 zone. Keela Dixon called for a travel. She left her feet.
Wellesley being very deceptive here on the defensive end. Now switching to a zone, like you said. Braintree having some sort of trouble here on the offense.
Well, Braintree's deadly from the outside, so it's pick your poison when you play the Lady Womps. You let them penetrate and make the easy ones, or you make them hit from the outside. Brianna Hurley with a steal. One person to beat. She gets fouled, can't finish, but she'll be at the line shooting 2. Foul is on Katie Williamson. That is her first. That is the 4th team foul for Wellesley. Brianna makes the first. And gets the roll. Nothing like teasing the fans a little bit. Braintree up. Biggest lead of the night, 8 points, 21-13 with 5:19 remaining in the half.
It's a big possession right now for Wellesley. Got to have 2.
Aaron Greeley checks back in the game for the Lady Womps. Lexi Jones covered by Mara Russell. Pulls up, hits the back of the bracing, and it's going to be a turnover. Braintree will take over. Are they saying it went off of Ashley Russell? Or Mara Russell, rather. 11 on the shot clock for Wellesley. Williamson inbounds to Jones. Jones, 12-footer. No good. And Ashley Russell with a quick rebound. That's her 6th board. Drops it for Molly Reagan. Reagan gets her pocket picked by Lenora Sperling. Sperling picks the pocket of Molly Reagan and makes the 2. Ashley Russell goes baseline. Nice pass to Molly Reagan. Reagan draws the personal foul.
Good interior work by the Womps. And going right back to the charity stripe. It's been very successful for Braintree so far here in the first half.
Dorian Cohen picks up her 2nd personal. That's the 5th team foul. Reagan makes the first. That's 5 points on the night for Molly. Two for 2 for Molly Reagan. Playing her basketball at Liberty University next year. .420 remaining in the half. Lexi Jones gives up the dribble, has to find some help. Caroline Sullivan back in the ball game. Sperling goes baseline, kicks out to Ivy, no good. Ashley Russell with the rebound. Easy 2 for Brianna Herlihy. Great pass by Russell. Head coach Glenn Magplong calls timeout with 1 tick over 4 minutes. You're watching Braintree High School women's basketball on BCAM TV. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Herget Gymnasium on the campus of Braintree High School. I'm Al Barisi. Sitting next to me, Mike Wassel. Lady Womps with a 10-point lead over the Lady Raiders of Wellesley. Braintree comes out of the timeout. Ashley Russell, Mara Russell, Erin Greeley, Brianna Herlihy, Molly Reagan. That's on low for Sullivan, nearly stripped by Brianna Herlihy. Cox has control. Double teamed, and she's going to get called for a travel. Smothering defense by the Russell cousins, Ashley and Mara.
Perfect word right there. That was smothering defense by Braintree, and now looking to go up by 12, up by 10, the largest lead of the game.
This could be a psychological factor for Wellesley. They hung tough the first quarter and a half, but now Braintree starting to pull away. Nice play by Ashley Russell, cutting through the lane, picks up 2. She's got 4 points on the night. 3.5 to go in the half. Nice switch by Mara Russell there. Now you got Erin Greeley covering Lexi Jones. Jones tries to drive by her and nearly picked by Mara Russell.
Travel.
And she gets called for a second consecutive travel. Second possession for Lexi Jones. Second time the senior co-captain is called for traveling. 3:07 remaining in the first half. Braintree looking to extend a 12-point lead. Brianna Hurley draws 3 defenders. And Kristen McDonald calls timeout. Stops the clock with 2:53. Braintree up by 12, 27-15. While we have a break in the action, I want to try to update you on some of the other teams, particularly those that are currently ranked in the Commonwealth. Looking at boys hockey in the ESPN.com poll. Boys hockey ranked 15th with a 3-1-4 record. Wellesley, the only other Bay State Conference team in the ranking, they are ranked 24th, 7-0-1. So it goes by points, but also quality of play. Bay State Conference a little bit stronger on the girls' side. In girls hockey, Wellesley is ranked 8th, Dedham is 9th, Milton 21st, Norwood 24th, and Braintree and Newton North both in the last 10 out. So if you look at the top, call it 35 rankings, 6 of the 12 Bay State League teams are in those rankings. Archbishop Williams, also a local team, currently ranked 13th. So boys and girls hockey, very, very strong in the Bay State Conference, and specifically both Braintree teams ranked. Braintree comes out of the timeout. Molly Reagan, Brianna Hurley, Erin Greeley, Mara Russell, and Ashley Russell. Nice pass down low to Molly Reagan. Beautiful passing by Braintree, and Molly with an easy 2 off the glass. Shouldn't say it's easy. Molly makes it look easy.
8 points now for Reagan.
Emma Ivy for a 3, no good. Rebound Reagan. She's got 4 boards on the night to go with her 8 points. Very, very balanced performance by the Lady Womps here in the first half. Erin Greeley sets a screen for Ashley Russell, no good, but Molly Reagan with a quick board, and Mara Russell for 3, doesn't quite get it. Emma Ivy with the defensive board. And very quickly, Molly Reagan gets down the defensive side and picks up her 6th rebound of the ball game. .140 to go in the first half. Braintree up by 14. Brianna Hurley off the glass and gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Erin Greeley. More importantly, it gives them a fresh 30-second clock. Brianna Hurley kicks it out to Erin Greeley for 3, gets a clear look, no good. Rebound Katie Williamson. Wellesley held an early advantage in rebounds, but Braintree has taken over and dominated. Emma Ivy for 3 does not get the roll. And Molly Reagan with another rebound. That's 7 on the night off the glass for Molly Reagan. Under a minute to go in the first half.
Wellesley's really on an offensive drought.
Nice pass down low. Erin Greeley, turnaround 4-footer, partially blocked. That was a block by Sperling. Mara Russell slows it down rather. We're under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Got about a 2-second differential, game clock versus shot clock. Blocking foul, it's going to be called on Emily Cronin. Ashley Russell tried to split the defenders. Well, they're going to call it on Caroline Sullivan. It was the other defender. So Caroline picks up her 3rd personal. That's the 6th team foul. Ashley Russell makes the first. And now Bella Tonetti checks in for Erin Greeley, her first minutes of the ball game. Lily Bussema checks in for Wellesley. And Molly Reagan with the rebound just rips it away from Cronin. Again, Ashley Russell tries to split the defenders. Molly Reagan with an offensive board but can't finish. And that's the end of the half, so Braintree will take a 15-point lead into the locker room. 30-15 have doubled up on the Lady Raiders of Wellesley. And what had been a close game in the first quarter, Braintree asserted itself in the second quarter and pulled away.
Yeah, the defense stepped up in the second quarter. Wellesley really went into an offensive drought, and that was the difference. Braintree's defense really stepped up, and even though they took the press off, Wellesley just wasn't able to find anything in the half court.
Molly Reagan pacing everybody on the floor with 8 points and 9 rebounds. We'll have first half stats when we come back. We're at halftime here. The Lady Womps over the Lady Raiders of Wellesley, 30-15. We'll have second half action. You're watching girls basketball on VCAM TV.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That changed my life.
At that moment, it hit me. This is why I joined the Guard. We're soldiers, always ready to protect our country. But we've also got communities. Family, friends, neighbors who count on us. I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life to somebody from my hometown.
See what it means to be a citizen soldier at NationalGuard.com.
Welcome back to Braintree High School. We're here at the Herget Gymnasium where the Lady Womps of Braintree lead the Lady Raiders of Wellesley 30-15. I'm Al Barisi, with me Mike Wassel. Leading scorer of the ball game is Molly Reagan with 8 points, followed very closely by Bridget Herlihy, Brianna Herlihy with 6 apiece. Molly dominating the boards with 9 rebounds, while Ashley Russell has 7 off the glass. Leading scorer for the Lady Raiders, Lexi Jones, the senior co-captain, has 5 points. Leading rebounder is Caroline Sullivan with 4. In what had been a pretty competitive battle under the glass, Braintree has asserted its dominance and leads at halftime on the rebounding advantage 20-9.
Yeah, it really fell apart for Wellesley in that second quarter. Braintree's defense stepped it up, and Braintree was able to outscore Wellesley 13-4 in that second quarter. Really just incredible defense, eliminating a team to 4 points. A team like Wellesley that really gave Braintree fits in that first quarter, but Braintree was able to find a way to fix things through the first quarter, and they really came out with a good, dominant second quarter, and now expect Braintree up by 15 to extend their lead through 3.
Braintree had not been challenged under the glass by any team thus far this season, and Wellesley did a nice job in that first quarter, but I think adjustments made by Kristen McDonald and just the personal aggressive and motivation by the players, they realized they were being challenged and just answered the challenge very, very well and took command under the glass. Braintree back in action. They will be they will be home rather, facing Natick. No, I take that back. They will be in Natick. I was right the first time. I shouldn't doubt myself. They will be traveling to Natick this Friday. That means the boys will be home. But Braintree still has to take care of business here the second half against the Lady Raiders. Wellesley will start the second half with the same 5 they started the first half: Caroline Sullivan, Emma Ivey, Katie Williamson, Dorian Cohen, and Lexi Jones. Braintree, their starting 5: Ashley Russell, Keela Dixon, Brianna Herlihy, Bridget Herlihy, and Molly Reagan. No one for either team in significant foul trouble. Caroline Sullivan has 3. Floater by Keela Dixon to start the second half is good. That is her 4th point of the evening. Caroline Sullivan with 3 is the only one in any kind of serious foul trouble for either team. Braintree still in its man-to-man. Wellesley has been shifting back and forth from man-to-man to a 2-3 zone, trying to find an answer for this Braintree offense. Brianna Herlihy steps into the passing lane, knocks away the pass intended for Dorian Cohen, but knocks it out of bounds. So Wellesley will have 8 seconds on the shot clock when they inbound the ball. Ivy tries to penetrate. Runs into Bridget Hurley, no good, but Keela Dixon with the rebound off the glass, takes it coast to coast and gets another 2. Surprising there was no call. Bridget Hurley, he was looking to draw the charge. Pass down low to Dorian Cohen. She puts 2 off the glass. Wellesley now on the board here in the second half, but trailing by 17. 6:45 to go in the third quarter. Left-hander no good. Lexi Jones with the rebound. Looks to penetrate, runs into Molly Reagan. Ball's going to go out of bounds, but no foul. Good defensive positioning by Reagan and Bridget Hurley, who had Lexi Jones all the way. Dorian Cohen well short, ball out of bounds. Off of Braintree, so that Wellesley will now have 13 seconds on the shot clock.
Wellesley bailed out with a bad possession there. That wasn't a good shot, but off the hands of Dixon and out of play, and they'll get a second chance.
Lexi Jones, 2-pointer. She was inside the arc, but Lexi Jones a long 2. Gives her 7 points on the night. Ashley Russell for 3, no good. Rebound Emma Ivy. Cohen looking for some help. Wellesley forced to keep the ball on the perimeter, not having a lot of luck trying to penetrate. Sullivan well short. Molly Reagan tips the ball to Keela Dixon. Brianna Hurley kicks out to sister Bridget, lines up a 3, no good, and Sullivan comes up with a rebound. Pass was telegraphed, and Bridget Hurley, he saw it. Nice pass over to Keela Dixon for an easy 2.
Big change of momentum there.
That was just sloppy play on the part of Wellesley. Braintree capitalized very, very quickly. You can't make mistakes against Braintree because they will make you pay. Emma Ivy for 3, gets the roll. Ivy with her first points of the evening, a 3-pointer here in the second half. Brianna Hurley, he kicks it out to Bridget, 10-footer, a little short. Loose ball picked up by Ashley Russell. And Braintree with a fresh 30 seconds. Glenn Magplong is going nuts on the bench. Again, his team just let Braintree get that rebound. Keela Dixon for 3, nothing but net. Magplong calls timeout, stops the clock with 4:22 remaining in the third quarter. Keela Dixon, who had 2 points at the half, has now got 9 points in the second half. She is just on fire here in the second stanza. And Braintree continues its dominance on the glass. Magplong looking for some solution, something to get his team back in the game, trailing by 17 points with 4:22 remaining in the third quarter.
Well, at some point, they're going to have to look for the outside shot. Down 17. They did get one from Ivy moments ago. Really got the luck of the roll. But right now, if you want to beat Braintree, you're going to have to try and line up something from the outside and hit them. They haven't really had that consistency all game long, and they got to be able to force Braintree into one and done on the offensive side of things. Come up with the rebounds. You talked about it before. Coach Magplong unhappy on the sideline after Braintree come up with 2 straight offensive rebounds. They got to do a better job on the glass.
Braintree will answer the timeout buzzer with Ashley Russell, Brianna Hurley, Bridget Hurley, Molly Reagan, and Keela Dixon. Same starting 5 for the Lady Raiders: Caroline Sullivan, Emma Ivy, Katie Williamson, Dorian Cohen, Lexi Jones. Ivy guarded by Keela Dixon. Nearly threw the ball away. Lexi Jones controls. 15 on the shot clock. Ivy tries to drive, kicks out to Cohen. Cohen, no good, and Brianna Herlihy with an easy rebound. Great positioning by Brianna. Low post, Molly Reagan. Good move, draws the foul. I think she was a little surprised by how open she was in the low post. Dorian Cohen picks up her third personal. First team foul for Wellesley here in the second half, and Molly Reagan makes the first. Emily Cronin, Catherine McNamara check in for the Lady Raiders. Molly Reagan in double figures, 10 points on the night thus far. 3:45 remaining in the third quarter. Pass down low to McNamara. Pestered by Dixon. Kicks it out. Nice shot by Emma Ivy. Ashley Russell with an offensive board gives Braintree another 30 seconds.
That's 6 offensive rebounds for Ashley in the game, 9 total rebounds.
Foul down low. Catherine McNamara picks up her first, second team foul for the Lady Raiders. Brianna Herlihy at the line shooting 2. Mara Russell. Erin Greeley checking the ball game. Giving a breather to Ashley Russell, Molly Reagan. I don't think Kristen McDonald's going to have the lengthy bench she typically does. I think her bench is going to be a lot shorter today. This game is much closer. Brianna makes them both. Braintree 14 of 16 from the free throw line today. Very effective, much more effective. Probably their best shooting performance of the night from the charity stripe, of the season rather, from the charity stripe. Of late, they've been rather cold, but it seems like they're back on track. Nice cut by Cronin. Mara Russell picks up the personal. That is Mara's first personal. First team foul for the Lady Wumps. And Cronin will be at the line shooting 2. Emily was 2 for 2 from the free throw line in the first half. And matches that performance here in the second.
Neither side using many players off the bench. Both sides looks like have only used 2 players. Well, Braintree's used 3. We saw Zanetti just briefly in the end of that first half.
Summer Sims checks in for the Lady Raiders. Bridget Herlihy for 3. No good. McNamara with the rebound. 2:15 remaining in the third quarter. Nice pass down low to Cronin, but she couldn't finish. Ball goes out of bounds off of Erin Greeley. Cronin just a little bit too far underneath the basket. Bella Tonetti checks in, replaces Bridget Herlihy, and Ashley Russell comes in, replaces Keela Dixon. 15 on the shot clock for Wellesley. McNamara forced to kick it back out. Lexi Jones now drives. Floater is no good, but she draws the personal. And Bella Tonetti picks up her first personal. That is the second team foul for the Lady Wumps. And Lexi Jones will be at the line for a pair. Makes the first. That is the first miss by Wellesley in the ball game. Aaron Greeley with the rebound. 9 for 10. That was the first miss at the free throw line for Wellesley. Pass down low, Mara Russell kicks it out to Ashley from the left baseline and nails it for 3. Ashley Russell with 8 points on the night. 1:35 to go in the third quarter. Lexi Jones can't control. Isabella Tonetti picks up the loose ball. Greeley gets McNamara up in the air, drives. Rebound by Lenora Sperling, but she stepped on the end line, so Braintree will take advantage of this turnover. Takes the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket.
Wellesley's going to take a timeout here.
Glenn Magplong going to make wholesale changes, wholesale substitutions for his team with 1:17 left in the third. Kristen McDonald going deeper in her bench earlier in the season, but it looks like now with a 19-point lead, she's going to be able to put some of these reserves in and get, I mean, they've virtually played every game this season. Gives them valuable experience not only for tournament time, but for next year when this core of seniors graduates. Talk about this unbelievable core of seniors and what a run they've had. Ashley Russell, who will be playing for Penn next year. Bridget Herlihy goes to Villanova next year. Molly Reagan goes to Liberty. Aaron Greeley and Mara Russell, as we said, if you can have 2 number 6 players, that's what they are. They come off the bench very early and significant contributions. Neither of 2 have committed, but my guess is both will be playing at the next level next year. 5 unbelievable seniors that have done tremendous and had an unbelievable career here at Braintree High School. Summer Sims, Emily Cronin, Lenora Sperling, Katie Williamson, and Catherine McNamara on the floor for the Lady Raiders. Bella Tonetti for 3 from the left baseline, no good.
Push in the back. It's going to go against Wellesley.
We call that one on Summer Sims, her first personal. Ashley Russell for 3 and nails it. Ashley Russell with her second 3 of the half. 11 points on the night for Ashley. We're under a minute here in the third quarter. Summer Sims no good. Tonetti with the rebound. That's an aspect of Tonetti's game that's significantly improved. She does much better off the glass than she did her freshman season. Comes with maturity and just confidence in her ability. Now she splits the defenders, puts it up and draws. Oh, she's going to get called for a travel. Thought she had drawn the foul, but with 28 seconds left, Wellesley takes the ball out of bounds and will bring the third quarter to a close. Sperling with a turnaround 10-footer, no good. Ashley Russell with the rebound. Tonetti puts it up, draws the personal this time. She'll be at the line shooting 2, and that will bring the quarter to a close.
Real aggressive play by Tonetti. Looked like she had the jump shot, but instead driving to the basket, and she'll head to the line for 2.
Catherine McNamara picks up her second personal. That is the 4th team foul for the Raiders. And Bella Tonetti in the scorebook. In and out for Tonetti, rebound McNamara. And that is the end of the third quarter. So Braintree with a 23-point lead. As we begin the final stanza, you're watching Lady Womps basketball on VCAM.
are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a
One
dad
more
today.
time. All those boys are much too much. Those boys.
Welcome back to Braintree High School for the final quarter of Lady Womps basketball. They lead the Lady Raiders of Wellesley 50-27. Wellesley starts the final quarter with their starting five: Caroline Sullivan, Emma Ivy, Katie Williamson, Dorian Cohen, and Lexi Jones. Braintree starts with Ashley Russell, Bridget Hurley, Molly Reagan, Keela Dixon, and Bella Tanetti. So 9 of the 10 starters on the floor for both squads right now. Ivy just inside the three-point arc, no good, but Bridget Hurley with a quick rebound brings it back the other way. Nice pass down low to Bridget Hurley off the glass. Ball knocked out of bounds off by Wellesley. Backed in, thought she had a clear shot. Nice defensive play by Dorian Cohen to just get a piece of that ball and knock it out of bounds.
8 seconds left on the shot clock for Braintree.
Ashley Russell, Bridget Hurley over to Bella Tanetti. 5 on the shot clock, kicks it out to Reagan. Reagan, 2-footer, straight look at the basket, no good. Rebound, Lexi Jones. They're going to call Keela Dixon with the hand check. That is Keela's second personal foul. Third team foul. Wellesley will take it out of bounds underneath their own basket with a fresh 30 seconds. Allie Dillon checks in, replaces Bella Tanetti. Dillon's first action of the evening. Ivy has her pocket picked by Keela Dixon, goes coast to coast, left-hander off the glass is good.
Can't show the ball there if you're Wellesley. That was just too easy.
13 points for Keela. We've got 6:35 remaining in the ball game. Caroline Sullivan isolated with Molly Reagan and chooses not to take her one-on-one. Good move. Lexi Jones cutting through, and the ball was blocked by Ashley Russell. Long lead pass, but has to put an arc on it. Bridget Hurley allows Ivy to sail by and makes the 2.
Now this one well in control for the Womps, and expect to see Braintree empty the bench at some point.
Cohen partially blocked. Molly Reagan picks up the loose ball, brings it back the other way. Reagan, 10-footer, no good front rim. Sullivan with the rebound, and quickly Wellesley well, not too quickly, they slow it down. Originally it looked like they were going to try to get a fast break going, but Emma Ivy slows the ball down, sets up the half-court offense. Bridget Hurley, he's going to get called for the foul down low. Looked like she got part of the ball, but She got part of Dorian Cohen as well. That is Bridget's second personal, 4th team foul. Cohen misses the first.
Roach checking in for Russell. First time in the game for Jenna Roach.
Caroline Sullivan gets a break as McNamara checks in. Molly Reagan down low, kicks it back out to Bridget Herlihy. Herlihy goes through 4 defenders and puts it up off the glass. 10 points on the night for Bridget. I'm going to say Emma Ivey stepped on the sideline, so Braintree will get a turnover. Coach Megpong just shaking his head there. Bridget Herlihy gets a break. Mackenzie Moore checks in the ball game for the Lady Womps. Right now, Brianna Herlihy, the lone starter, not in double figures. Blocked by Dorian Cohen. 3 seconds left on the shot clock for the Lady Womps. Take the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. You see now Michael Walsh moving Keela Dixon over to the left flank. That's going to be a shot violation for the Womps. 4:28 remaining in the ball game. Braintree up by 28 points. Lexi Jones, turnaround 6-footer, no good. Keela Dixon with the rebound and immediately starts a fast break the other way. Doesn't have the numbers, finds the only other player, Jenna Roach, for an easy 3. Great pass by Keela Dixon. It was 2-on-3 and Keela found Jenna Roach for an easy 2. Cohen drives the lane, floating 2-footer, and she gets the roll. Dorian Cohen, 6 points on the night for the sophomore. Dixon, nice pass down low to Brianna Herlihy. Low post move, puts it off the glass. And now Brianna Herlihy is in double figures with 10 points on the night. All 5 starters scoring in double figures, and we have 3:25 remaining in the game. Katrina Smith, sophomore, called for a travel. And now Bella Tonetti and Erin Greeley check back in the ball game for the Lady Womps.
Now all 5 starters out of the game.
Cutting through is Allie Dillon. Nice pass, but the ball was partially blocked by Cohen again. .10 seconds left on the shot clock. Bella Tonetti with a great move through the lane, picks up 2. Split 3 defenders on that drive. Under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Braintree up by 32. Cohen off the glass, can't convert, but McNamara with the rebound and gets fouled. So, and 1 at the line, Catherine McNamara. Erin Greeley picks up her second personal foul. Dorian Cohen checks out. McNamara cannot convert. Tonetti with the rebound. Jenna Roach finds Mackenzie Moore down low, and Moore draws the personal foul. Nice pass by Jenna Roach. Summer Sims picks up her second personal foul. And Moore at the line shooting 2. Freshman makes her first.
Free throw shooting has been very good for Braintree, and that's when you talked about it. At one point, Braintree was 14 for 16. They've, I think, extended that percentage-wise.
Catherine McNamara checks out of the ball game. She's replaced by Lily Bussema. Mackenzie Moore, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 2:22 remaining in the ball game. Pass down low to Cronin. Ball knocked out of bounds by Braintree. Summer Sims will take the ball out of bounds with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball stolen by Mackenzie Moore. Jenna Roach down low, loses control. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Tonetti, long cross court pass to Amara Russell. Russell leaves it for Moore. Moore can't control. And with 1:52 remaining in the ball game, Wellesley will take over. Roach with the steal. She puts it off the glass for 2. Jenna Roach with 4 points on the night.
Braintree not letting up defensively, staying very aggressive, and there's the easy 2 for Roach.
But as you said, there are no starters on the floor, so the reserves are taking care of business here as well. Bounce pass intended for Emily Cronin. She draws the foul. Bella Tonetti picks up the personal. That is her first personal. 1:19 to go in the ball game. Inbounds pass partially blocked by Allie Dillon. This time it's blocked by Jenna Roach. Wellesley going in the wrong direction. They haven't even had possession yet. Mara Russell with the block. Jenna Roach picks up the loose ball and steps on the out-of-bounds line. Braintree's defense is just stifling, and we're not talking just the starters. The reserves here are giving Wellesley fits. 4 attempts, they could not inbound the ball cleanly. Lead pass intended for Maddie Guifrey, picked up by Maura Russell with the steal. Dillon with the rebound and the putback. Great positioning by Allie Dillon.
10 different scores now for the Womps. That's incredible.
Maura Russell with another steal. Bounce pass to Jenna Roach, and Roach for an easy 2 off the glass. 6 points in the second half for Jenna Roach off the bench. 16 points off the bench for Braintree in this ball game, and we're under 25 seconds. Guifrey for 3, no good. Allie Dillon with the rebound. Under 10 seconds to go. And that's going to do it. So Braintree's march to the DCU Center continues with an impressive 70-32 win over the Lady Raiders. When we come back, final statistics, final thoughts from Herget Gymnasium. You're watching Lady Womp basketball on BCAM. We'll be right back.
You'd do anything to take care of that spot on your lawn. So why not take care of that spot on your skin? If you're a man over 50, you're in the group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the cancer that kills one person every hour. Check your skin for suspicious or changing spots, and ask someone you trust to check areas you can't see. Early detection can put you in a better spot. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out what to look for. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Welcome back to Braintree High School, Hargett Gymnasium, where the Lady Womps continue their trek to the DCU Center with a 70-31 win over the Lady Raiders of Wellesley, leading all scorers for the night. Keela Dixon with 13 points, 11 of those in the second half. All 5 Braintree starters in double figures. Ashley Russell with 11, Bridget Herlihy, Brianna Herlihy, Molly Reagan with 10 apiece. 16 points off the bench for Braintree, compared to 8 points off the bench for the Lady Raiders. Leading scorers for Wellesley, Dorian Cohen with 8, and senior co-captain Lexi Jones with 8 as well. What looked like it was going to be a very hard-fought battle at the end of the first quarter turned out to be another rout for the Lady Womps, and Braintree just finds a way to dominate every team they face, no matter what they come up with.
Well, that second half was the difference. Braintree outscoring Wellesley 40-16 in the second half, and anytime you look at those kind of numbers, you can tell that that game's going to be a blowout. And if you looked at this one early, you said, oh, well, Braintree took this one pretty convincingly. Yeah, they did in the second half, but that first quarter, I mean, Wellesley was right with Braintree for the majority of that first half, but then the defense really picked up for Braintree, and offensively, Braintree with 5 different scorers in double digits. They got tons of points off the bench. I mean, overall, Braintree with a successful game plan here tonight.
Braintree improves its record to 10-0, so technically that game qualifies them for the postseason tournament. 8-0 in the Bay State Conference. Wellesley unfortunately drops to 7-4 overall, 5-4 in the Bay State Conference. Although we do expect to see them, based on what we've seen and their record, they should be one of the teams that will qualify for the postseason tournament. Braintree back in action at Natick, which means the boys will be home facing Natick this coming Friday in continued Bay State Conference competition. On behalf of Genevieve Brigoli, Christine Patterson, Jerry Comic, our camera crew, and Wes Ray, our producer-director, Mike Wassel, I'm Al Barisi. Your final score here from Braintree High School: the Lady Womps of Braintree 70, the Lady Raiders of Wellesley 31. We'll see you next time.